Yeah, we had to stop at there was somebody at the door. So anyway, you were saying, sir?
Yeah, we got to his to the rooftop of the house we had cleared, and at this point we could see inside the courtyard of the house where the insurgents were. So we called up Lieutenant Watson, and we're like, we need some more guys over here to overwatch the compound, or not the compound, but the courtyard of the house.
Okay, I gotta go. There was actually some Marines killed that day in that courtyard. Could you actually see them from the roof?
We could see 2 out of the 3.
Okay.
At this point, Gunny Bay came up also. Gunny Bay was in our courtyard, or not our courtyard, but the rooftop where we were overwatching them. Well, we fired off some rounds into the windows. While we're firing, we're prepping AT-4 shots, and we were all simultaneously gonna shoot off 3 AT-4s into the building.
How far away were you? Would you say?
The AT-4s and my side were literally roughly about 50 to 100 meters.
Okay, it actually seems kind of frightening to be firing AT-4s at a one-story house with your fellow Marines on the roof. I mean, was there any concern about, I mean, were you so close that there was no way you could have missed the side of the house and put one unintentionally up on the roof? Or
well, this house was a 2-story building, and the third one was the roof.
Okay.
Well, the rockets were getting launched to doorways.
Okay.
And windows, so that's what their targets were. And R2 hit where they were hitting at, which was the main entry, and there was another side entry, and both of our AT-4s hit that. And obviously we got behind there was only 2 Marines on top of the roof at the time, and they were on top of like a doghouse, I want to say, because going up the stairs, and there's always that little over protection.
Okay.
When you walk out, so we called it a doghouse. So the Marines jumped up top of there while we were shooting into the building.
Okay, for safety, they actually climbed up another level.
Another level for us.
Okay.
And then when they were set, we got the call through radios, and then everybody on the rooftop pulled inside to the stairwell while they fired off the AT-4 shots.
Okay. And you say you got fired 2 or 3?
We fired 3. 2 were where my house was.
Okay.
So they shot off 2 AT-4s on my side, on the east side, and then one was northwest from the school compound.
Okay. So when you're firing, were the doors on, or was it just open doorways, or was there actually a closed door and you blew it open?
There was a closed door on the left side, the side door, that blew up, and then the front door was open, so they shot it in there.
Okay.
And then the other side, I don't know where they shot it. And then right when they shot off the AT-4s, we came back up and we shot 2 or 3 rounds HDP, high explosive dual purpose, into the windows, trying to get the enemy to come out of the stronghold. Well,
and the rounds were actually going through the windows. I mean,
we were hitting direct target into the windows.
Okay.
And
how many would you say you fired into the house?
On our side, we fired roughly about 6 per.
Oh, 6 per. How many 203s did you have up on the roof?
I had a 203. Corporal Milinkovic had a 203, and I want to say there's 2 others, but I'm not sure.
Oh, so kind of a total of 24 rounds were fired from your side?
And then this.
Okay, so there was a real effort to
push them out of the.
Okay, and they weren't budging.
They
So you had 3 AT4s fired into the house, and on your side, 24 grenades or HEDPs, and still they wouldn't come out.
And still didn't come out. So the recon team tried to jump up where the Marines were on top of the rooftop, and try to go down that way, but they started getting fired at.
Oh, they tried going through the doghouse?
Tried to go through the doghouse on top of the building. They got fired at. Then they pulled back up, and then they got a 5-gallon full of benzene.
And that's what the Iraqis call gas.
That's what they call gas.
Okay.
And we clogged it with cloth so we could light it and throw it down the stairs to force them to come out. Well, that was after we fired numerous rounds into the building. Still nothing. And that was like our last resort. Well, recon team did that and threw it down.
There was the recon Marines who came up with the idea about...
I don't know who came up with the idea, but I don't know. I don't even know who threw it, to be honest.
And when they threw it, they just kind of threw it down the doghouse. So the ladder well, or it was a stairway that went down.
Yeah, stairway. Well, I do want to say it was the recon Marines, because the recon Marines did go down a level, and that's when the bottom level was fortified.
Okay. Were they throwing hand grenades down through the doghouse at the same time they were firing 203s, or
they were, and still nothing.
Okay.
So the recon team got to the second level, which we already had killed everybody from the second level, and we could see on our side we could see 2 or 3 insurgents' bodies dead on the second level.
Okay, so the second level, the recon Marines cleared it, or was that part of the 203s?
That was part of the 203s, 5.56. That was shot from our side and their side. So we had killed 2 or 3 insurgents before the recon team entered.
Okay, so y'all actually knew these insurgents were killed before they went. Y'all could see them. Okay.
We could see them, and then the recon team went down to the second level, and they had that 5-gallon benzene full with cloth and stuff. And they lit it and threw it down to the first level.
Okay, so the second level was cleared.
Second level was cleared, but the first wasn't.
Okay. Did you know if the recon Marines had to actually clear the second floor, or was it pretty much cleared for them by the time they got there?
It was cleared before they got. It was cleared for them. Well, when they threw that benzene down into the first deck,
which once again is just Iraqis call gasoline. Okay.
Yes. The recon team came down through the other side of the rooftop.
Okay, so they came down the ground on the outside of the house.
Yes, so we could see all the smoke coming from this building. Well, on our side, we seen an insurgent carrying a Beretta.
Which is a 9mm pistol.
9mm pistol that only military had.
U.S. military.
U.S. military. Excuse me. Well, we didn't think nothing of it at the time. Our side killed that guy with the 9mm Beretta. Okay,
I imagine. So everyone on the roof was pretty much firing this guy up.
Pretty much everybody fired him.
He just ran outside. I guess the smoke would actually force him to try.
The smoke did force him to come out.
Okay.
So he comes out, and he's wearing a distasha or a man dress, and his distasha had fallen off. Or not falling off, but it was more like towards his neck area, and he had shoes on.
Okay, so just like the uniforms that you saw earlier.
They're exactly the same way.
Did he actually have his hands dyed as well, or
I couldn't see that because he's with a closed fist with a Beretta.
Oh, okay.
Coming out, and on my side, everybody shot towards his insurgent and killed him. Well, the recon Marines went across, or through the back where we came from the south gate, went east, and we're literally in front of this house Well,
Okay, well, if you don't mind, we're down to about 3 minutes. I was just going to stop it here and we'll start back up with another fresh tape. Okay. Alright. I guess I didn't say it earlier. The interviewer is Douglas Halapaska. I'm really messing that one up. All right.